The return of Spades. And the return of Juarez. Alright, we got new secrets.
Ray is slowly succumbing to the darkness.
The work of
I
Satan.
can see that Thomas, too, is drawn to the succubus. Why did we come to this evil place? I pressed them to leave, but my brothers have fallen under the thrall of the Call of Juarez. It isn't just the gold they want, it's her. The way Ray looks at her fills my heart with fear. Though Thomas hasn't yet revealed his true feelings, I see the way she looks at him. I'm afraid what happened in Arkansas will happen here.
And I will. Alright, let me switch controller here, because this game is lovely and has no issues whatsoever. Back to Thomas. Spare time to look around the neighborhood.
Let me know when you're ready to go. Mendoza's waiting for us.
We got time.
Retrieving the cattle. Flores gang is responsible for the theft. The Flores gang responsible for the theft is driving the cattle to the border. $200 reward for eliminating the Flores gang. I don't think there's anything in particular in there. Yeah, half of this really does feel like Skyrim. Feels like I'm in fucking Old West Skyrim here.
Welcome, stranger. Take a look around.
Prime shotgun. Yeah, okay. Prime Ranger. They have a prime quick shot. Oh, they sure do. Excellent. A pepper gun. Oh, that's nice to know. Knives. TNT. Yeah, as much as I wanted to play as Ray, it turns out Thomas is just a lot better at just about fucking everything, so we're gonna go with him. I'm also gonna take the shotgun. Got some upgrades. Groovy. 333. Oh, lucky numbers. Hell yeah. Yeah, there we go. We'll do it. Do it. Alright, looks like we got some side missions, so I think I'm going to try those out. What do we have here? Retrieving the stolen goods. Mr. Piero offers for retrieving the belongings and punishing the criminals accordingly $100. Sure. Let's go get it. This should be fun. Famous last words, I know. Really nice sunsets here. Uh-oh. They're terrorizing the locals. There we go.
Oh no. This ain't no place for us.
Yeah, feel free to leave. I think I'll take this horse. Yeah, so I guess this is like a semi-open world. Okay. Oh, that's nice to know. Good time to test out the guns on some outlaws here. We're gonna go take back this here stolen property. Bunch of banditos here. I'm afraid that's not going to happen. That's the thing as well, like some of these rocks are considerably higher quality than others. Like that one, you got fucking Nintendo 64 here. Even with a texture like that, you could easily, you know, do some shit like, oh shit, I gotta. Could easily do some shit that's like, you know, Unreal Engine 4 lighting, add some volumetric shit. And there's volumetric lighting from even like Black Ops 3 and hell, Bioshock Infinite and Borderlands that's even better than ones that we tend to use nowadays. But they run on a fraction of the hardware, which is like, you know, hey, if you can just recreate that shit in Unreal, well, why wouldn't you, right? And yeah, it's totally doable. You can have fully dynamic lights in Unreal, but the thing about it is, it wouldn't work very well with my destruction system. So, since I want to account for low-end hardware that people more realistically have, as opposed to like, you know, what I would prefer people would have, you see the trade-off where I use basically no shadows or otherwise keep it to a very, very, you know, minimum amount of shadows that would be required to, at a glance, make the place seem believable. Because it turns out, the biggest problem with a lot of performance in games like these was actually the shadows. If you just have, like, one big shadow, you barely need to do all the work, because hell, I mean, this shit's already cloaked in one big shadow. You wouldn't need to hardly fuck around with much, you know, work at all. If you just have the whole thing cloaked in a huge shadow, well, you'd never really see most of the problems with the lighting, because it's all under a shadow. Meanwhile, if you were to, you know, try and add, you know, shitload of dynamic shadows, your performance would be considerably affected. Like in the case of Black Ops 3, I'll say the biggest reason why that game doesn't look and run as well as it should is because of just how many dynamic shadows they were trying to force into this game that was originally an open world game, but then at last minute had to be scaled down to a linear game because they couldn't make the, you know, open world fucking Crisis game they were trying to make instead. That's the fun thing about Crisis as well. It's a series of games that, you know, they were about, oh, next-gen technology shouldn't shouldn't imprison us. It should be impressive, but that's the thing about technology that I love about Crisis, you know, and what they warned about as well. Before even Black Ops 3, they warned about how this shit can be used as a tool to imprison people, when it should be a tool to make lives better.
Gringo! I guess it's just you and me!
You know, a tool to make people live the best lives they can, a tool to make all kinds of shit better. You know, we should use the Xbox, in other words. We, you know, our Xbox shouldn't fucking use us, as what eventually happened
Men like
with it
you
became.
never have enough. You believe you have the right to steal and murder. It is pendejos like you and Pereiro that make the people of this land suffer such poverty. Your time has come. It is time to make a stand.
Oh, are we dueling? Yep, we are. Okay. Figured. Alright, let me change it over to keyboard and mouse. Gotta concentrate here. Working in my spiel about Crisis. Headshot, bitch. Fucking headshot. Knock, knock, motherfucker. Got him. Pistol whipped you with my fucking dick, bitch. Applesauce. Success. Oh, absolutely success. 100 bucks. Hell yeah. In Wild West money, I'd basically be the CEO of Apple. Okay, well I guess since all this treasure is just fucking sitting here, the guy who was stolen from, he came by and got it. We'll just fill in the gaps with your imagination. But anyway, Off we go. Nope, nothing really worthwhile back here. That's a problem. But it's a good thing these 2-star weapons at least take the normal ammo. So far, they don't seem to really deteriorate. That was a problem I was running into with like the first game's weapons. They're just trying to throw so many systems at you at once, and it's just fucking stupid, and none of them feel good to play with. I just felt like I was playing a shittier version of Skyrim or Oblivion or Morrowind, and it was like, you know, this shit isn't even open world and doesn't even have the benefit of glitching the system. You know, why would I fucking play this? So, yeah, didn't care. Meanwhile, here, it's...
Where's the law here,
Can
you
I fucking
low-life
go?
son of a bitch?
Time to roll. There we go. This horse is real fast now. But anyway, it's as I was saying about like Crisis and shit, right? What they were saying in that game was like technology shouldn't imprison us. We should use technology. Technology shouldn't use us, right? And that's ultimately sort of the struggle
Looted
of
enough?
Crisis 3, where your character Prophet becomes like, you know, less man than machine. And by the end, he's, you know, basically imprisoned this guy named Alcatraz, who's a totally different person in the nano suit, and assimilated him into the Crisis suit, which then becomes just some amalgamation of like technological box like Transformer shit, that he then basically has killed a man and turned him into, you know, nothing.
These sons of bitches just won't die.
I shot his hat off. That's a nice detail. There we go. Knife to see you, bastard. Okay, you all good there? Sure hope so. Behave yourself. I don't want to come back here with a 6-shooter. Revolver is unfortunately a little problem solver. Wish it weren't so, but it has to be the way it is. Alright, galloping through the desert on the horse. The motherfucking wild, wild west. Okay, it's that way. I mean, this isn't quite Red Dead, but it's a little better, I'd say. Red Dead I was not a fan of. Yeah, I thought it was kind of shit. Oh boy, we got bandits. Bunch of bandits.
Found them! You're dead, you hear me?
Oh shit, they're shooting their own horses to kill me. So another thing I like about this shotgun is it doesn't immediately disappear once, you know... Oh shit, I killed the horse. There we go. Use the pistol. This thing I like about this game is with the shotguns, they tend to actually travel a somewhat semi-realistic amount of distance before they, you know, disappear or whatever.
You yellow-belly! Die, dog!
That don't sound Mexican to me. Sounds like the southern dude from before. This looks like the stolen cattle. Oh shit. They're trying to get me.
Son of a bitch! Die, dog!
Not gonna let me shoot? Okay. Oh shit, there he is. Cover. cover behind the horse. Alright.
Burn in hell, you sons of bitches!
Whoa! Wacky,
You son of a bitch!
inflatable tube man there. Can't use that horse. Alright. Is this where the cows are? Yeah, I betcha he wants to duel. Oh, this totally doesn't look like a trap. Pull out the shotgun here. Doesn't have enough range. Back off, motherfucker.
You so worried about the government's cattle that you're willing to die for them, gringo? Draw your weapon!
Alright. A duel it is. He wants a standoff. Excellent. Well, he wants a standoff. He's gonna get one. Alright. I want my beef. I'll tell you, that shit's not cheap these days. Bye-bye, bitch. Good dueling practice, too. Get wrecked. If not for the sort of pixely ambient occlusion they're using, this would look a lot better. I think that's really what's ruining the presentation. Just, if they could maybe have, you know, removed that, that would have helped. Either they, you know, upped the resolution of that, or had found some way to perhaps, you know, use it more convincingly. I'm also going to disable this fucking cover system, because it's going to get me fucking killed. I know how to crouch. It's not fucking hard. Like here, right? There. Real simple. Success. Okay, and there's a new horse. I guess the Mexican government got their beef. Well, time to go home then, wherever that is. Motherfucking wild, wild west. Bye-bye, old horsey. I guess you get to roam the lands. Taking the new horsey here. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of Red Dead, the first or the second. I just think they're clunky-ass games that don't feel good to play. This feels a lot better. It's a lot faster. I like my games fast. It's probably the biggest reason why I wasn't into Battlefield all these years. I was just thinking to myself, well, why can't I get into this? You know, everybody and their dog seems to like it, but why don't I? It's not fast. It's not intuitive. It feels like shit to play. It's clunky. And Call of Duty was just a better game overall. And realistically, like, that's all I was asking for, was just a fast, fun game that had the flavor of realism, as opposed to just shitty simulated realism that isn't as good as something as Insurgency or Arma. Insurgency or Arma, well, that shit's pretty good, because instead of using some horseshit, you know, realism mechanic where they just make every gun into a shitty half-assed projectile, well, what they do instead is they make it all nice. Okay. Taking brown horsey now. There's some good details in Red Dead, don't get it mixed up, but, I mean, you can detail a piece of dog shit. That doesn't mean I want to play with it. I'm sure you'll have people who do, but, I mean, if you like the game, more to you. I kind of value my time, so it's why I don't tend to enjoy open worlds. Oh, fuck, speaking of Red Dead, here we are, this shitty-ass fort where you get shot in the beginning. And then the blonde woman totally doesn't have a crush on you because they can't keep it in their pants for like 15 seconds in the Wild West. I mean, same thing with the first game where the hooker is about to fuck you until you get caught with your pants down, literally. Because, I don't know, fucking reasons. Well, I can see why the internet likes that so much. They're never having sex. Nah, it's no wonder so many of them are gay. It's the only dick they can get. Tough times. If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If your Wild West, like old Red Dead here, doesn't have guitar music, it's not right. Just throwing it out there. You gotta have some fucking, Wild West guitar. That's what that shit needs. That's ballin' as fuck. Can I get in here? I think I need to ram it with the horse. Get another running start at it then. How do I get in this fort? Nope. Okay. Nothing I can do. Can I climb? Nope, can't climb the wall. Well, that's not fucking accurate. The Mexicans can climb the fucking wall. Why can't I? Fucking fat ass. Hate to say it, but maybe it would have been preferential to have a fucking box I could just jump on top of or some shit, but there's some way to glitch in, perhaps. Oh no, because they actually made their game to work? Crazy. Oh, lasso. There we go. I'm so glad they simplified this shit. It's the first game, it was no good. Well, get up there, motherfucker. Damn it. Swing it up there. Just swing on my fucking nuts while you're at it, bitch. Oh, for fuck's sake. You see what I mean? Call of Juarez, this is why I have some fucking issues. This is why I've got some issues with you. Alright, okay, lasso for the rescue. Alright, horsey, hope you don't get killed. Probably stolen about 7 horses at this point, but who fucking cares? Not including the main story ones. In that case, probably about 20. Bye-bye, bitches. I bet you there's a duel with this bitch, too. I'm just doing this for the money. Nah, I'm just doing this because I want to shoot people. Alright. What we got? Locked door. Fuck the door. Oh, excellent. Alright, gonna run and start. There we go. Climbing in your windows, snatching your people up.
Over here. They're here.
It's not gonna happen. Very, very Mexican accent, of course. I'm sure they didn't just recycle the Confederate, Southern Union, Civil War troopers there, or nothing. No, totally not. Yeah, the textures do start to turn into like fucking PlayStation 1 off in the distance, but like they only had so much VRAM, and honestly, I'll take that any day over whatever the fuck they're doing now. If I can't fucking see the pixels, I mean, come on, where's the fun in that?
Keep them busy.
This is a video game. Fucking look like one. Come on. I don't have problems with games that look like a game, unless, you know, the game would negatively be affected by it. Now, what I'd really prefer is if we, instead of fixating on PlayStation 3 and 2 and 1 graphics, just went back to the graphics that seemed to run and work perfectly fine around like 2013 and the Xbox One days. Those graphics were good. The problem was, companies started removing bullshit from their games. You know, it's
You
important
want
shit.
my head, cabron? You don't stand a chance. I know this desert like the back of my hand. You will never catch me.
Where'd he go?
Keep them busy.
Oh, there's a horse. I'll grab that. Let him get away. Alright, better run now. Here's a healthy head start, that's for sure. Holy fuck.
There he is. You yellow belly.
So they're talking with
I'm
a
alive.
USA accent.
Oh,
That's getting me. Like, I'm trying to hunt this Mexican dude down, and he's fucking talking like a Southern American. Not a Southern American, but like an actual American, North American, with a Southern accent. Like from the USA.
you can be proud of yourself, gringo. No one has ever gotten this close to
Oh,
me
he is,
before. Not that anyone will ever know. You caught up with me, but you're not fast enough to kill me.
Well, we'll see. I just remember, like, you know, Watch Dogs or Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, Splinter Cell, Metal Gear Solid 5, Black Ops 3, Crisis 1, 2, and 3. Games with great graphics, man. They were really pushing it. Fuck. That crosshair went up too badly. Went up too fucking quickly. I got killed by Ramos. Try it again here. Second time. Let's see. Headshot. Fucking spam click for the win, bitches. Gotcha, motherfucker. Alright, back to controller. Yeah, just great looking games. Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, Crisis 3, 2 as well. Okay, and back to the main quest line. Head to the meeting with Mendoza. And you know, it's fun how, like in the cartel, they actually do have you go back to these places. They do actually have, like, you know, all of the old shit 150 years in the future. It's good detail. Oftentimes, most Mexican people all ask about this. They're like, what do you think? They actually think this shit's pretty awesome. You know, they're really confused by why so many people, you know, all of the people who work in these companies these days, especially the white women, get so offended on their behalf because they love this shit. They don't, you know, that's the thing about them. They're just people. You try fucking idolizing these people, it's like, well, yeah, you're gonna fucking be disappointed when you realize that this isn't exactly what you thought it was. Oh, Mexico is this perfect utopia. Yeah,
Now?
sure you can talk
We're
about that with
partners now,
cartels.
Juan.
Let's go.
Fun game, but also a relevant topic that's rather interesting to look at, you know. Years and years ago in 2011, they were predicting the future. It was unintentionally, but it was still neat.
Amigos, it is good to see you again. And thank you for taking care of Devlin. Not an easy man to kill.
Is that why you wanted to see us? To thank us?
And to show you that I do not make idle promises. You soon will be rewarded for your efforts.
So you think the treasure's in Devlin's mine?
No. If we were to follow Devlin's method, we'd be searching for the next 300 years. I have a much more thoughtful approach. Amigos, I'd like you to meet someone.
It's that native guy.
His name is Seeing Farther, and he seeks rifles. We will be aiding him in this endeavor.
Alright.
Now what does any of this have to do with Aztec treasure?
The Apaches have the medallion.
Medallion.
Sí, el medallón. The conquistador who hid the treasure created a key. A medallion made of gold. Legend has it that he took it north for safekeeping. And that is the last anyone ever heard of him.
Until now.
A Mexican priest traded the medallion for his life many years ago. It holds great power and will reveal where the treasure is hidden.
So why not just go get it yourself? You could use it to buy a whole damn arsenal.
Because it is cursed and has caused no end of misery to my people, the Apache.
Since when do Apaches have blue eyes?
My mother was white, but my father is Running River, the great Apache chief. I am not a white dog.
Amigo, easy. We're all friends here. You have 3 days to make up your minds.
Alright.
Where will you get the rifles? They will need hundreds.
For savages such as these?
It'll be a hardcore gangbang. You can do it easy or you can do it hard, but you're gonna have to do it hard either way. Oh, yay. Dr. Phil. Rest in peace, Hellion Hero. Anyway, thanks for watching. This game's actually pretty fun. I was kind of questioning it a little bit there towards the part with the rain and all that, but no, they've definitely picked up. I'm going to see where this goes. The Confederate stuff, the Civil War, I am glad they actually showed that, because it's like, yeah, nowadays they would never put that in a fucking M-rated game, which is just stupid. It's like, I'm an adult. I can understand these things are bad, and I'm not going to go outside and fucking do them. You don't need to fucking protect me. You don't need to fucking restrict me and the kind of shit I can enjoy because it hurts your feelings. Fuck you and your feelings. I want to play a game where racist people shoot and kill each other in the Wild West because I'm not fucking racist. Yeah, in here they treat it like it's supposed to be. They treat it with the politics of the time. Same thing with Red Dead. I don't think it's a good game, but I can still respect the fact that the people who made it cared about an authentic enough setting. Is it accurate to have your your character run around with $1,144 in the Wild West? Spend that shit on $300 shotguns, 2 pistols, and not immediately be fucking gangbanged and kidnapped here in the Mexican desert? Fuck no. Is it accurate at all to have these motherfuckers working together? Fuck no. They'd shoot each other. They'd say a bunch of racist slurs and die in like 5 minutes. Cut me a fucking break. The people who made this game, far as I could tell, they didn't do this shit. It's kind of the benefit of writing fiction. You don't have to agree with everything you fucking say and do in that game, right? Everything you write, it doesn't have to be a projection or a representation of yourself in a fucking kangaroo court. You can just make a fun Wild West game. Was quite a while ago. It's a historical setting. I think it and World War I really need some more usage in games, and that would really reinvigorate a genre of games like this that has otherwise kind of ran its course, I think. Either that or some crazy alternate reality end of the world scenario. Like, give me a fucking game where you're fighting ghost elephants or squids or jellyfish or some shit. You know, give me like a whole fucking zoo as your roster of enemies. That'd be cool. So hey, that's the game I'm making. Rogue Planet 2. Here on my YouTube channel. Feel free to check it out. But otherwise, shameless plug aside, thanks for watching.